Menu narration option is set to off.
Welcome to Jacksonville, Florida, and the annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. Not a lot of distance between the Gators and the Dogs, and once a year they come here close to the state line and draw their own battle lines. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Florida Gators, taking on the third-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We'll get the first crack at it here. This nasty, bitter feud, most of the years carried out on supposedly neutral ground, carries high stakes today, guys.
I'll tell you what's always fun about watching this game between Florida and Georgia is that there is just so much speed on the field. I felt that way when I played in this game. There's so much NFL talent racing around. The game just moves faster than most other games in college football.
I completely agree, but you did say the name of the game wrong. It's the Georgia-Florida game. In this rivalry, it's always played in Jacksonville, but speed, bragging rights, this game always matters to the fans.
Little touch pass to the receiver. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. These two first met back in 1915, and for much of their histories, they've been sleeping giants. But man, when they wake up, do they wake up?
Well, two programs, obviously, with a lot of history and a lot of great players in the past, but I feel like because of the recent success of both Georgia and Florida in the last couple of decades, this is a game every year that everybody, not just in the SEC, but I think around the country, have circled because of what this game means.
Well, and it's so cool when you're a fan and you've played in this game like me and Jesse both have. You can go back.
Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Dogs! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Working that left side now. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Both of you guys played in this rivalry. Jesse, what's your most impactful memory?
My senior year, 1st and 1 on the goal line, and the Bulldogs had Marcus Stroud and Richard Seymour, 2 first-round picks at deep tackle. Coach Spurrier called Red Snoopy, which was a quarterback sneak. I didn't get it. He called it again on 2nd down. I didn't get it. Called it again on 3rd down. I didn't get it. On 4th down, he subbed our running back, who came in the huddle and says, Red Snoopy, jump over the top, idiot. And we scored a touchdown.
That is great. That is phenomenal.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. Between the uprights, it's good.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time today. You know, yards figure to be hard to come by through the air, but some quarterbacks, Jesse, just love to go at the star corner.
Yeah, and this guy's got confidence. He's not afraid to go at anybody, but he better be careful because this cornerback is one of the best in the nation.
One of the best, no doubt. I think they will trust him on defense to make plays. So you got to make a decision. Is my guy good enough to beat him on the outside? I am fascinated by this matchup.
Last time these two met, the Big Dogs ate as Georgia rolled easily.
And taking care of business in a rivalry game like they did, it means a lot. The bragging rights are even better. I can talk about stomping you out. Speaking of stomp, 2007, Mark Richt and the team to run on the field, celebrate. Those are the moments that you think about in this series that mean so much.
Yeah, we talked to the Gator coaching staff. They said it felt like Herschel Walker was back toting the rock for the Bulldogs. I mean, they had no answer for Georgia's running game a season ago. And defensively, the Gators know they've got to be a lot more physical in this one.
Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Ready to fire from the pistol. The handoff to Johnson. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that one.
And the pressure was all over him in the blink of an eye.
And that's a great job by this defense. You don't care about yards anymore. Yards are arbitrary. Let them drive down the field, so be it. You want to keep touchdowns off the board, and they might have just done that with a sack right there.
It's good. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The returner will field it and bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds a man by himself. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Going to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Power football with the run. What a nifty run there to pick up the 1st down. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you've got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field, and it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
On the move, it's Robinson. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. This offense has a 2nd down play. The play-action fake. Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's back. Coming after him. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Running with power. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job on the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass and it happened. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And the blitz gets to him just like that.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge loss.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Takes the handoff. It's Etienne. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Tackled after picking up the first down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. And they've put many running backs into the NFL. But it's because of these...
The expressway is wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch. Making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Here's the handoff. They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
He'll pick up 3 before he's downed at the 6.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
4th and goal from the 4, and look at this. The offense still on the field. They'll go for it. A run for the quarterback. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And he tacked on the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
To the air on first down. Good timing on the quick out. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
He's going to pass. Pulls it in. It's Badger. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, Florida! What a catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening. Run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last.
Looking to take a shot. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Bulldogs want to move quickly. Back to throw, it's Beck. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it on the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They got it down to the 21. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Georgia! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Gators sending the offense back to work. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to...
He's off to the races. At the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And his first throw here is incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got him this time. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Gator! That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires and picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Afterburner's coming. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
Back to throw, it's Mertz. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Florida!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, beat that passing game up, you keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Quarterback checking the play. Off play action. Throws for the tight end. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. The Gators will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
They go to the ground. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
On the ground, it's Frazier. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Georgia going up tempo. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Trying play action. Gonna take a shot. He caught it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! Let's see. He can block. He can catch. He can run. Yeah, let's just forget about the blocking for now. The catching, the running, the scoring is dangerous.
And they do the dirty work, but this is what they would prefer to do. These guys want to catch touchdown passes. Most of these guys were wide receivers in high school, and they show you why. They'll go up, get that football, make plays for the quarterback.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. They're about to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This offense is starting to believe, and as they generate yards and points, they're bringing momentum with them. They'll give it to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start. And I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. Offense getting set for first down. Running back searching for a hole. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Georgia comes quickly to the line. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Running behind that left side. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense, sir. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive going.
This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Robinson.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. The give to the back. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense. They're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to power their way ahead. Got some room entered to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Neyland and Fulmer and Majors, this has not been a blowout today in Knoxville. They're up by 7 over Kentucky. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Ellis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Makes the grab down the middle. Running through contact. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
How nice is it as a quarterback that you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
In defense, you have to have great eyes. You have to have good vision on the quarterback to be able to see it. You could tell he's throwing the football right now. Watch the defense react, come up, get the wide receiver on the ground. He goes nowhere.
Got it in the middle. It's Badger. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Offenses gain momentum with third down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Wide open downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. A two-tier job for this offense. First, get the touchdown, then the 2 to try. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. The 50. At the 30. The 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Georgia. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Looking to pass. It's Mertens. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling the quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that.
And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Georgia going up tempo. Wide out in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes they put you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast. This defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Got his man to the left. He stepped out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. And the Gators are marching down the field. From the red zone, looking for a space. And they're on him immediately. Down goes the quarterback. After the big first down sack, it's 2nd down.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Mertens. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance on 4th down. They're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. The quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the single back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Leaves it with the running back. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Give to the running back. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The Dogs come to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Toss to the outside. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
the closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I ain't settling for no field goal.
He is smashing people. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. Give to the fullback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. 3rd and goal from way back there. Now the play fake. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And the beatdown has ensued. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
27.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Played till the final whistle. It falls incomplete, and that's the ball game. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.